There are things that we experience but never talk about. A shadow moving in a corner, flickering of the lights, a disembodied voice. We invite you to talk with us, share your story, share your evidence, because this isn't just your story, this is our story. This is GhostBox.
And happy Sunday, everybody. This is GhostBox Live, and thank you very much for joining me. My name is Greg Bakun, and I just wanted to say that I hope everyone's having a good week. This week we're back to our normal way of doing things for GhostBox Live. If you may have seen me last week, where I was at the Calumet Inn in Pipestone, Minnesota, where we were kind of trying to work with some spirits there that needed some help. Needed to be reminded that they were welcome in the place that they had spent pretty much their entire afterlife existence. So we wanted to really make sure that there was some kind of just a kind of a feel-good session. So I do apologize we didn't get to anybody's requests last week. We'll rectify that this week. We'll see what we can do that will maybe help you bring forth a relative or something like that. I do want to just quickly go through a couple things before we get started. I just want to say today we had a really cool episode of my radio show on AM 950 where we had on psychic medium tarot card reader Ane, and I just wanted to thank her very much for taking part in the show, because she really made it really a very exciting show. And that was really, really cool to see. And I would have like a graphic saying when her show is on this week, but my graphic timing is wrong because we've hit daylight savings. But she's on Tuesday this week, and if you're here, Ane, could you let me know what time that is? Is it still 6 p.m. your time or 5 p.m. your time? I'm confused. But there is one way for everybody to know when she's on, and that's by liking her Facebook page, which is facebook.com/tarot by Ane. And that is one very good reason, a good way to make sure that that you know exactly what's going on. And as far as my radio show next week, I don't have a graphic for that either because I don't know who's going to be on. We were going to have a guest on next week, but he had to pull out for various reasons, and we're going to reschedule him. But I'm currently working on a couple different angles for the show. I know some of you watch or listen to it, and you watch it. There's a Facebook live feed for that also. But there is. We'll figure it out at some point very soon. We need to. It's less than a week away. And when we do so, then I'll let everyone know. Just follow my pages if you don't mind. And we'll do that. So we have the camera of all sorts of good equipment going on here that we will be using. The flashlight's been going off, but I wasn't really sure if the flashlight going off actually was the flashlight malfunctioning. So I'm kind of keeping our eye on it. If it goes on, we'll see what sort of reaction we get to it, because it's we got to be careful for that sort of thing, don't we? It'd be nice to always be like, oh yeah, anytime a flashlight goes off, that means, oh, spirit interaction. But we all know that's not true. So what we're trying to do here is we're excited for spirits to interact with us, but at the same time, we also have to be very, very careful that we're reporting something that's correct instead of just kind of getting excited for no good reason. So with that, let's see what else we have over here. We have, as usual, and this will be me making it go off. We'll have our REM pod, and we have our flashlight. We have a K2. We have this little fuddy-duddy. We have our bells that, if anytime the bells want to move, we're more than happy to see that be the case. So, there's just a lot of different things that we can do that hopefully will get some spirit interaction, right? That's what it's all about. So let's see here. Where do we want to go to next? If you don't mind, as I often say, please share this video. Please let everyone know that we're doing this. And for those who want to watch, because one thing that I always like to tell folks is that we're not looking for people's energy. We're looking for their their intent. Intent is always a big part of what we're trying to do here. Good intentions, trying to make sure that everybody is going to want to have your relatives come through. Even for the people who don't necessarily want to take part and ask a question, their intention, their good intention is always so helpful and so meaningful. So, we just want to kind of have that out there for anyone who's interested, because you don't have to try to reach out to a loved one to participate with it. And as I always say, this is very much audience participation. If you're hearing something that's coming through the box, please let us know what you're hearing. You'll find that often a lot of people are hearing the same thing. And the thing is that the speaker is pointed away from me. So I do get some stuff, but I'm not getting it the way that you're getting it. And sometimes I like to think that the stuff that is being that's coming through the box and what you're hearing is specifically for you. And that maybe it's not going to be something that everyone hears, but because of the filters, so to speak, of my speaker going through my microphone, coming out of your speaker, that it changes that message so it benefits you. That's a theory. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's the thing is about this is like, none of us really know, none of us really know what's going on to a certain extent. So, I mean, that's the cool thing about it, is that we're able to have our own ideas of maybe how this works, and we'll see how right we really are. So the one thing that I'd like to do, as always, is start with some protection for everybody. And the protection right is because for those of you who don't believe it, attachments are real, spiritual attachments, they like your energy. They think it's a buffet and they hang around with you. They're real things. So you got to be very careful about that. You don't want to end up having that on you. You'll know immediately. You'd know immediately if there's something not quite right with you. You're feeling drained. You're feeling heavy, like there's something on your back, literally. And you don't want any of that, obviously. So, what we try to do is that we try to minimize that. If you have good intentions, you shouldn't have to worry about it. But what we like to do is a little bit of protection so that we are, all on the same page here. You don't have to. This is not mandatory, but this is something that we find works very well. I really like it. It works very well for me. I'm just looking for something really quickly here because someone had mentioned it, and I've been out for about a week, so a lot of my stuff I've moved around, and what I was actually looking for is my St. Michael medal, as Hetty has there, that Archangel St. Michael prayer. I live in St. Michael, Minnesota. That's something that I find very interesting, that I moved here before I got into the paranormal. And once I started to connect the dots, and everybody is talking about, St. Michael's Metatron, all sorts of wonderful spiritual guides. And it's like, wow, I live in St. Michael. And it doesn't mean it's any better than anywhere else, but I just love the fact I live in a place named St. Michael, and that my personal journey moved towards paranormal. So let's do some protection. How that works, how I like to do it. I like to start with some Florida water. You do not have to do this, but I like to have it because, number one, I have it, so I like to use it. For those of you taking part, just kind of relax your body. Don't be tense. Don't worry about it. Nothing's out there to get you. And you just kind of focus on your heart, and you focus on, both the physical heart, but also the emotional heart, the heart that has those memories of all the loved ones, and all of the spirit guides, everything, it's just kind of in your center, right? And just imagine a white light, and that it kind of moves out. It just kind of grows out, and it just starts to get brighter and wider and moves out. And next thing you know, it covers over you. Ooh, just got chills even just doing that. And it's protection. It literally is protection. And it's like armor, and it just covers over you. You should feel pretty good right now. You should feel like I feel relaxed. I feel a little bit of tingling. I feel good. Doesn't mean that everyone, if you're not feeling that way, doesn't mean it's not working, but just know that that is something that could work. So you just kind of let it go over you. And then what I like to do is then I like to just push that white light to all of the walls in the house, because it's not just me I want to protect, it's everybody who is in this house. Even if they're not taking part, they need to be protected. I want them to be protected. So that is why I suggest that you do the whole house. The cats, the kids, grandpa, if he's here, everybody should be covered in that white light that you are putting out there. Greg, you kind of reminded me. I just wanted to also thank you very much. You and Nick allowing me to be on your show on Friday night. That was a lot of fun. We did a spirit box session. I think we got some loved ones coming through. I'd like to think so. Hopefully, those who watched it, I hope you enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun to do, and hopefully, at some point I can come back, Greg, if that works for you. Just wanted to make sure that his show is every Friday night, and I can post where it is. And matter of fact, there's a whole week of programs that's on their network, and it's some really, really good stuff. And it was a lot of fun to be a part of it. So thank you very much. What I'm going to do over here is I'm going to put on my Ovilus 4. Not the best sequel in the franchise, but it certainly was. It certainly is a good one. Everyone likes the Ovilus 3, which if you try to get the Ovilus 3, unless you got it at the time that it was available, you're going to find that's a little expensive. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen it cheaper than $750. And certainly, I think I'm seeing it for $1,000 to $1,200 every time one of the Ovilus 3, not this one, pops up. I have the Ovilus 4 and I have the Ovilus 5. And we're going to turn it on. I'm going to see if anyone wants to speak to us. Now, when I did Greg's show, I had the Ovilus 5 on, which is this little number right here. And it wouldn't stop talking. I actually turned it off at one point because, when it talks so much, I get a little worried whether or not this is actually saying stuff of interest or if it's just the machine malfunctioning. And just sometimes you never know. But we're going to turn on the 4 here. We're going to start it up. And the first one is Shouted. And let's see. Yes, Bill Chappell did design. He did all these. Yeah, he did all the Oviluses, and then like the Paranormal Puck and all sorts of interesting things. So let us see here. Now, someone asked earlier, what box am I using? I'm going to use what I normally use, and that is the SB7, which is the mass-produced spirit box. Some of you hardened paranormal investigators are probably like, oh my God, you really using this? Yes, I am. And the reason why I'm using it is because I love it, first of all. I have so many spirit boxes, and I have a lot of customs and shack hacks, and it will be very interesting to see if, what comes through here. And I think this works best. The way that this comes out, I think works best for going through the internet, opposed to like a shack hack or an S-Box or some of the customs. We've tried many different versions on here over the last few months, and it feels like everyone seems to prefer the SB7. Doesn't mean that it's the best one for every situation, but it certainly is one that people like. So let's get started. Let's do this. I babbled enough. We got some interesting stuff last Sunday when we did this at the Calumet. We got some interesting stuff on Friday when we're on Greg's show. Just remember, there is no guarantee of responses. Obviously, we want responses. We all want responses. But please know, if you're not getting responses, we just need to keep kind of going. Patience is the game with the spirit box. That is like the number one thing we have to be, keep in mind, is that, and this is actually for me to say, this is for me to take in also. When I'm in here by myself, even though you're all watching and I'm not getting anything coming through spirit box, I start getting a little agitated, like, okay, what do I do? What do I do? And that's just the thing. It is patience. When spirit wants to talk to us, spirit will talk to us. We all know this. I'm just, for some of you who may not have been on before, I just want to kind of let you know how it works. In the meantime, we'll chit chat and see what, we think we're hearing and whatnot. And then one last thing, for those of you who do not get a response from your loved ones when we're asking for loved ones to come through, just know that if you don't hear from them, it's not because they don't love you. And it seems silly to even say, but I've seen some people get really worked up that, mom and dad don't come through. And just know that is just the sort of thing that we just don't know why they don't come through. My guess is if they could, they would love to. They'd love nothing more. And there's probably very valid reasons as to why they can't. So please, just keep that in mind, and don't think that your family doesn't love you anymore. So let's do this. I know you're all like, start the damn box. I'm doing it. Okay, I'm doing it. Relax. Doing a 150 sweep going backwards. Might have been something. Good evening. My name is Greg. And I'm wondering if there's any spirits here that'd like to start talking with us. Yeah? Chantel beat me to it. How many spirits are in here with me right now? Could I get a number, please?
30.
Oh, it's not like 30, but that was too quick. Are there 30 of you in here? Hey, Terry. So, some of you heard 3, some of you heard 30. I thought I heard 30. So, okay, all right. So, can I get a name? Just even one name. We all heard a lot of different things, which is fine. That's what I love about this. Do I have any spirits with me that were with us at the Calumet last week in Pipestone? Anyone like Todd or Terry? We also had a Steve and a Mike. Now, spirits, don't forget that you can, like, make any of this equipment go off, please. Whoops. Where was I wanting to go? Yeah, I certainly heard that, John, but I didn't catch what he was saying. Did you hear anything? Because I'm not hearing it strongly. Could you make the flashlight? Shit, sorry. Did anyone hear Holly? I heard some names. So if you're paying attention, which I seldom do, that was one voice that was saying a lot of things at the same time. There you go again. Are you able to speak more clearly for me, please? Same voice. Thank you. Thank you very much. A lot of you heard either like Emily or Kelly or Lori. It could very well be, and keep putting out what you think it is. There are no wrong answers. Is there an Emily here? Can you, Emily, if you're here, can you make one of these devices go off so we know it's not a fluke? Like the flashlight, for example. I did too, Amber. I just didn't draw attention to it. Only because this isn't about me, right? This is about all of us. So easy to turn this stuff Greg-centric, All right, spirits. I want to, do I have any relatives here? Thanks, John. Appreciate that. Oh, good point, Anne. It could be for Greg Cobb, also who's listening. Are you looking for Greg Koss? If you're looking for Greg, did I connect with you on Friday? Are you looking for me? What's your name? What's your name? You said it too fast. If you're looking for me, could you have that REM pod go off, please? Just one light needs to go off. Yeah, one light. Give me one light, please. Otherwise, we're moving on. And I know you can turn it on. I thought the bell in front of the REM pod was moving a little bit. That's why I'm looking so weirdly into the camera. I'm trying to see if I can. No, I don't think it is, actually. That was a lot of drama for nothing, wasn't it? All right, let's get some stuff done here. All right, Lisa. I am so sorry for your loss. I will do my best. Lonnie, are you around? Are you able to speak to us through this device? Your fiance Lisa wants to talk to you, wants to hear your voice. Can you say your fiance's name, please? I thought I heard something, but could you say Lisa's name for us, please? I just want to hear it clearly. There's a lot of stuff coming through. There's people who thought that they heard your name, Lisa. Lonnie, could you say your name, please, in your voice? So you thought you heard on A's name? Is somebody trying to connect to Ane? Can I get the name of who's trying to connect with Ane, please? Are you saying Lonnie keeps saying Lisa's name over and over again, Angel? And I keep hearing my name or Greg Koss's name. One of a Greg. Amber, I think that's interesting. We're just talking with Greg last Friday when I said there's so many times that we do these and the person who's trying to be connected to gets kicked off the feed or they lose the audio or something. I mean, there's people who are still hearing your name come through. That's good. Like I said, I didn't hear it. That doesn't mean it didn't happen. But like I said earlier, the speaker's going this way, so I'm not always hearing everything. Bible. You hear that? Bible just came through. Is somebody wanting us to read the Bible? Also, spirits. I'm sure a lot of you wanting to try to speak at the same time. Is there a way to kind of allow one spirit to speak at one time so that we could digest it easier for ourselves? Especially if we're trying to reach someone. Let's see here. You say Bible again? It didn't sound like Bible, but it's had the same sort of cadence to it. Was it people? People? Carol is looking for Uncle Barry. Sounds like you passed a while ago, Uncle Barry. What was that? Just so you all know what it's like here. Stuff moves around here when I do this. Like I just saw a mist. Just wondering what that was, as one would. Uncle Barry, could you come through for Carol, please? There's a small voice there. If anyone else is here, forget it. You know, I thought I heard somebody say, "You're dead." That's something that just some spirit just said, "You're dead." Yeah, John, but I've reached out. It doesn't seem to want to answer. Whoever is the voice that is persistent coming through here, can you tell us your name, please? Loudly, clearly. Say it again. And are you trying to talk to me or trying to talk to someone else? Now nothing. All right, Carol. All right, Carol. So I hadn't heard anything from Uncle Barry. Uncle Barry, could you come through in any way? Through the devices, through the obelisk, K2, light something up, please. You know, that voice that keeps coming through, that male voice. Are you trying to reach out to John? It doesn't mean we can't try again sometime either. Hello? The spirit that just said hello to us, what is your name? I keep hearing something upstairs. That's why I keep looking up. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it's Puff himself. All right, let's reach out to some spirits. All right, Kira, let's see what we can do. We haven't had a whole lot of luck tonight. Joseph, are you around? Could you talk to us, please? Joseph, can you communicate with us in some way? Don't think so. Before that, did that name sound like Robert to you all? But in a female voice said, don't think so. Don't think so in the sense of Joseph reaching out to us tonight. I know that Kira would really appreciate it. Same voice again. Joseph, if you're around, could you say Kira's name for us, please?
Cobb.
I'm just listening to the voices. Bill, are you here? Are you able to talk with us tonight, please? I just thought I heard a very quiet voice say William, but it was female. Do you prefer to go by Bill, or because I don't know you, would you prefer me to call you William? William, will you come through for us, please?
Really?
Got a hello. William, was that you? I thought I heard your name earlier, though. So you all are hearing Carrie, keeping in mind, of course, that there is a Carrie listening. Carrie, are you here? Is this Carrie from the Calumet? Woman, say, I almost sound like Maury Edith. Reading what you're all saying. It's interesting. That must have been where I thought I heard Maury, you heard Marie. Or maybe you heard Maury and Marie. You are all hearing a lot of names coming through, that's for sure. Yes, there are. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to hit. You're all coming through very quickly. Yes, there are 2 waters. spirit just said, what is it? You tell me. I don't know. I don't know what it is. We're trying to figure out what you all want. Okay? I think we're having a hard time keeping track. Today is Andre's birthday. Can you tell him happy birthday and let 2 balloons go for him and flowers? Of course.
So,
Andre, did you see the balloons get let loose for you on your birthday? Why do I feel like he came through? Happy birthday. You know you're missed, right? Very much so.
no.
Christopher Moore, are you here? Jennifer would like to reach out to you. Do you hear that? He just said here. Hi, Christopher.
The mom.
That was cool. That was cool.
Credit.
Christopher, can you say hello to Jennifer, please? Is it? Was that voice familiar to you? Christopher, you just made somebody's day. You just made Jennifer's day. And you know what? You made my day too, for what it's worth. Thank you.
So,
Just listen to all the voices coming through. Some of it's radio, obviously. Grandma Annie, are you around for Chantal? We tried to reach out to you before. We'd love to hear from you. Please. We did get a woman's voice, but I couldn't tell what she was saying. Can you say your granddaughter's name, please? I'm sure you know you are very, very missed, right? Grandma Annie, are you able to come through for us, please? Or could you go to Chantel's place and make your presence known to her there? Hang up. Hang up. Amanda, I am so sorry for your loss. Give a try. Joan, we understand that you just passed. Your granddaughter, Amanda, would like to hear from you. Joan, would you say hello to your granddaughter, please? She just wants to know that you're okay. Joan, can you turn on any devices over there and use your energy? Just to show Amanda you're there? Of course, the woman talked and I talked over her. Could you say your granddaughter's name? Can you say Amanda, please? Are there any spirits that need to be crossed over today? Spirits, we want to cross you over if you want to be crossed. Are you ready? Okay. David, we could do a spirit box session for your dearly departed headphones. All right, spirits. We're opening up white light for you, the purest light of them all. And at the end of that, it's just a beam of light. And at the end of that light, there is a bright light. You follow the beam of light, okay? This is only for people who want to be crossed. Not everybody want to be crossed. Okay? What do I keep seeing? All right. Yeah. All right. Let's concentrate. Do you see that beam of light? Are you following it? You cross it, okay? Okay? Did you cross it? Is anyone having problems seeing it? Anyone have any problems seeing where you need to go to cross? You're going to have loved ones and spirit guides waiting for you on the other end. Do you understand that? You are not being judged. All the spirits who want to cross. Can you respond to me in some way, please? Someone said did it. Anybody else need help to cross? All right then. I will shut this session down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you, spirits. Thank you, thank you, thank you. With that being said, I know I didn't get to everybody tonight, but we can try next time. It just sometimes just isn't enough time to get to everybody. And my own personal energy levels are a little low, so which might also have an effect on what we're getting through here too. So with the session over, for those of you who have been taking part in the protection, this is where you say that this session is over. You are not allowed to communicate with us anymore. You are not allowed to attach yourself to me. You're not allowed to be here anymore. You may now move on, as it just got lighter in here. And know that, unless you're family members or friends who have passed, you are not allowed here. And you say that at your place too, because, space is relative, right? Space is relative. So keep that in mind, and just know that, that you have the power to protect yourself. and you have the power to, make sure that nothing is getting in your house. Okay. And if you run into any issues, send me a note. You can friend me on Facebook or just send me a note on Facebook. If you're feeling like there's something that has kind of gone weird since the session, and I've had that before with people, nothing to worry about, but just so you know, you can reach out if something doesn't feel right to you. Okay. And make sure that you do so, because it's always important to make sure that you're safe. We do this, we want to do this, make sure we're the idea of reaching out to spirits is kind of cool, but I want you all to be safe at the end of it. Okay. So keep that in mind. Also, as I said before, Ane is on Tuesday. Check out facebook.com/tarot by Ane, if ONAE, if you want to check out when she's on, or schedule a private reading with her at www.ane.org. And then I am on, I don't think I'm on Paranormal Warehouse on Sunday, but I will be on through my other sources. We're only doing every other week, is my understanding of Paranormal Warehouse. But on my personal profile page, on my Minnesota GhostBox page, and on my Parafriends events page, might be adding more. I'm doing it, as well as my YouTube page. So, keep that in mind. If you have any questions about what you heard tonight or what I did tonight, please reach out. Other than that, I just want to thank you all for everything. It was, we need you to do this as well. It's not just me by any stretch of the imagination. So just wanted to thank you all, and have a great week. I will talk to you all later. Take care, everyone. Good night.